Hello, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to Masterful Chats. If you're viewing me for the very first time, and welcome back and hello to all of my wonderful subscribers. Masterful Chats are short, clear, concise, clarifying conversations designed to uplift, empower, inspire, and support you as you move forward along your spiritual path and in your life's journey. And today's chat is about what to do if you're feeling frightened with all the chaos going on in the outer world. And I'd like to say thank you to all of you for however you support this channel, whether you're just watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, or donating. It's all truly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. And for those of you who are viewing me for the very first time, I would like to take a moment and tell you a little bit about myself. I am an information synthesizer, a mystical scholar, and an intuitive. And from my near-death experience, I know that each one of us is a beloved child of the Creator. We are all known individually, and we are loved completely, totally, and beyond measure. So now, let's chat about what to do if you're feeling frightened in today's world. 2024 is going to be another pinnacle year. It's going to be loud, and there are going to be some things that are happening and that will happen that can potentially upset us and make us frightened. And when you are feeling frightened, I think the first thing to do is to ask yourself, is there a real threat to your physical well-being? And if there is a real and direct threat to your physical well-being, then you do need to remove yourself from that situation as soon as possible. If there is not a direct threat to your physical well-being, check in and see what you're feeling mentally and physically. Everything has a vibration. Everything. Everything has a frequency, because everything is energy. And whereas the high frequencies of joy and love and laughter will buoy you up, will raise your vibration, there are those frequencies of hate and fear and victimization that will lower your frequencies. One way to get through 2024 with much more ease and grace is to be awake and aware of where you are placing your focus and your attention. If you have the TV on and you're watching cable news, you're going to get a lot of death, destruction, and fear. You're going to get a lot of us against them. What you choose to place your focus on and where you choose to place your focus is a big determinant on your energy level and your well-being. Fear is a normal reaction to the 3D world. The 3D world operates in polarity. It is linear. And for thousands and thousands of years, it was so locked down that we really did not give it a second thought. Most things were in order. People did not step out of line. There were acceptable ways of behavior and being, and then there were not. And very few people challenged the system. There was a homogeny that we could all count on. And in some ways that homogeny was reassuring and comforting. Well, homogeny is gone. Welcome to the brave new world of today. In the last 7 years, really since 2017, which if you add up those digits, 2 and 1 and 7, that's a 10, and then you take it down to a single digit, which is a 1. That is the beginning and initiation of a new cycle. And these years since 2017 have been intensifying. And so it is part of the human condition with rapid change occurring, that we will at times perhaps feel unbalanced and afraid. So don't beat yourself up. Don't tell yourself to feel differently, but figure out exactly where that fear is coming from. This year, 2024, is an 8-year. An 8-year is one of order, it's one of manifestation. It's really where the rubber is going to meet the road. And we are going to see a continuing dismantling of the systems that do not work. This year, we will see new things being developed and implemented. I heard a wonderful analogy about the world today, and the court system quite often seems very slow and laborious and very frustrating at times. It's really like it's an old analog radio. Whereas in today's world, with the media and everything being digital, we're really seeing two completely separate worlds. And one goes at lightning speed, and the other is really kind of a clunker. But it does work, and it will catch up, and it will do what it needs to do. But we're seeing this huge divide as to how previous systems, which were slow and methodical, not a bad thing, but how long they take to address issues and to respond versus the instantaneous information age that we are in today. And through 2024 and into 2025, there is going to continue to be a tremendous amount of clearing in the collective. Right now on the planet, there are a multitude of wars, and we are working out a template 10,000 years old that was seeded into mankind and into the planet, and we are working that out. The majority of people on the planet don't want war. They don't want strife. But these are old energies that need to be brought up and to be healed. And there is also a tremendous amount of collective trauma that is coming to the surface within humanity. And this collective trauma can come through a multitude of sources as well. One of them is the ancestral trauma that we carry in our bloodlines. Another is trauma that we may have from previous lives. I've never spoken before on this channel about reincarnation, and the Western model of Christianity does not support that model. However, in my research, my belief system, and studying the Eastern religions, I do believe in reincarnation. I do believe that souls evolve over time, and I think it explains a tremendous amount of why some people act like toddlers and other people act like adults. That being said, there is a tremendous amount of collective wounds that are being healed. People are either very angry and they're wanting to fight about things, or individuals are frozen in fear. So out in the world, what we're seeing is a lot of victimhood and a lot of persecution from individuals who have not addressed their inner fears. And of course, the greatest fear that we in the Western culture seem to have is the fear of death. And until those fears are resolved, until each one of us heals ourselves and our family bloodlines, we're going to continue to see this collective trauma being acted out. The key piece of this is that most people are not awake and aware of what is driving their anger or their fear. And they necessarily have not looked inside and questioned themselves and gotten help. So I would encourage you. I am not a doctor. I'm not a mental health professional. But if you are having fear, and if you are feeling angry and off balance, and you cannot seem to right the ship, so to speak, I would encourage you to reach out to someone who can help you. This year and into next, the energies are going to be accelerated. We will see things land this year. We are going to see some very hopeful signs. And as always, I would encourage you to be curious about you, to determine where and what the fear is about. Keep your focus on things that you can control, not on things that you can't. If you can do something, if you can help with something, do it. Be discerning. Be as neutral as you can. And know that all of this disruption is being caused by higher frequencies coming in. Higher frequencies of light are here, not against, quote unquote, any lower frequencies, but they are here to uplift and to heal where it is possible. And right now we have a huge weather system, for lack of a better term, going on, where you've got the higher frequency meeting the lower frequency. And the two are creating a dissonance within the collective. All things, all entities, all beings are meant to evolve and to heal and to go to a higher frequency. And there are clearly those frequencies that want things to be the same, that don't want things to change, that want things really to go back 50, 60, 70 plus years. All I can say is that's not going to happen. It always comes back to each one of us individually to own our own stuff, to own our own baggage and our own filters, to be kind whenever we can, to allow everyone their path, regardless of how different it may be from ours, and to know that this time was foretold by the ancients. There is the Hopi prophecy that said, we are the ones that we have been waiting for. So follow the joy, follow the love, follow the laughter in your life. Do what you can, let the rest go. Be kind to yourself and to others. And know that we are all in this together. And that we're going to get through this together. Don't allow others, especially in the media, to disrupt your serenity and your peace. Be aware of where your focus is. Be aware of what you're spending your time on. And participate in those things and with those people that lift you up, that give you hope and peace. And remember that this is an inside job. Being peaceful is an inside job. If we can be at peace within ourselves, then we can walk through the world without getting it all over us. So be the lighthouse. Be the port in the storm. And know that as you do that, you are providing a huge service to humanity and to the earth. We are each a part of God, and we are all connected energetically. Yes, we are in these 3D bodies, and it looks like we are separate from one another. But energetically and spiritually, that couldn't be further from the truth. Oneness is the final destination when we all return home. So be kind to yourself. Be good to yourself. And as always, follow the joy, follow the love, follow the laughter in your life. Take care of you. Thank you for being with me today for this Masterful Chat. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Until we chat again, blessings.